This is the time between time, the thoughts between days, the moment between moments. I'm doing a little night vlog. We'll see how these go. I feel like I'm doing it to take back my ownership over my time. I've been low-key struggling with my job and the time that I give to it, and the time that feels like it's not my own. And even though like I'm getting money from it, but I've been struggling with my job, and I'm sure everybody is. But it's kind of a fucking annoying thing to deal with. I just feel like my life isn't my own anymore. It just feels like the energy of my job like bleeds into like the rest of my life. And it's fucking annoying because I have, things I want to create and make. I have things I want to plan and make, and I just want to have hours to think and ponder and just create and sketch and like go down rabbit holes. But it's like, no, I'm thinking about fucking cold foam. Like, I'm thinking about flashbacks from my job. And I'm thinking about just random ass conversations. Or I'm making them up. I feel like I'm still at work. It's so annoying. I know a lot of people can relate to that. So I'm talking about it before I go and open tomorrow at 6 a.m. I have to wake up at 4. So, but I want to talk about, while I'm here, cleansing and protecting yourself at work, because I'm a sensitive bitch and I be feeling that energy and I be internalizing it and the sensory shit and like the people. Like, honestly, I like the connection, whatever, but sometimes it's just like, it's like you're scrolling. There's so many fucking people, and it's just like bombarding you with information and anecdotes and jokes and things that you said. And it's like, honestly, I don't want to be a negative Nelly because I do really like that part of the job. It keeps things interesting, and I like talking to people. I really want people to know that I truly value connecting with people, being a barista. Truly. There's just like altogether an energy though that weighs on you. So what I've been doing, I've been trying to veil at work, just like wearing a mask. Yeah, but it is kind of like a mask though, like protecting your energy from other people's perceptions of you. And I wear either a hat or a veil, like a bandana or something. Sometimes I will braid my hair. That also feels like a protection. And this is my favorite thing. I wear big hoops. They're like silver, and it feels like a protection. I need to look into that, and I know that it like goes back probably to like hoops being made for like a certain, it's like a dream catcher, like cat catches the energy. But also I want to say that like I had this like random thought like, before I got in my bed, I was thinking how when we shed our clothes, it's like shedding snake skin. We're shedding our skin. And it's good to change out of your work clothes because your clothes hold memory and energy. And it's like taking your power back, taking your space back, taking your autonomy to be able to do and feel how you like and look how you like and act how you like. And sometimes when you mask at your job all the time, you just forget who you fucking are. You forget what you like. You forget like the simple shit that you do. And it's like when you get off work, it's like you have no energy for yourself. And then you just like don't even want to put like the extra time into like your character and like little things that you like to do. Then you start to lose your personality because you're like not doing any of it. But we are the reaction to things, and we can discover parts of ourselves through any, reaction with anything, which is alchemy. But yeah, I'm low-key, this is just a little video diary vlog. If anyone can relate, I've just been really frustrated with just being like depressed and tired and scrolling on my phone, or just like trying to numb myself after work, because like it's so it gets in my fucking head and it's hard to like unwind from it. And as a creative, that's like where my biggest frustration comes from, because like I love to make things and I don't have energy to make things right now. And I don't know, it's just like you have to double time it. You have to like find time to like work in your art in between your job, but also it's like it also just feels like the heat's turned up like hella more on your art, and because it's like I don't know, it just feels like there's more stress around it because there's less time to do it. And it also feels like I have to like force myself to do it because I'm so tired, instead of like waking up, doing my routine, and then feeling like rolling out of bed and then rolling onto my studio canvas and just like painting, because that's what I really did a lot of the time when I didn't have a job. And I just started to paint like almost every day, and like go in my little closet nook spot that I made for myself and just like sit in my thoughts for like an hour, and then sage, and then read maybe, and then like journal or whatever, go about my day. But I'm like, when do I get to have a place and just like a way that I get to like create? Like that's my skill in life. Like that's my role. That's my job. That's the reason I'm here on this fucking earth. I know that for a fact. I've literally just like the way I see life through my art and my creation is just, that's what life is supposed to feel like. And it's like, so when do I get to just make something? And like I've been doing that, and I've been very privileged to do that. But also I'm like, I'm also gonna add, where can I do it in nature, peacefully and alone? When the fuck? don't tell me to be a doctor or get a real big girl job, okay? Big girl job. The fucking primitives and cavemen weren't giving a fuck about a big girl or big boy job. Do you think they gave a fuck? They did what they fucking loved to do, and they felt like they had a way to contribute to society. They weren't trying to fucking pull up their goddamn pants and look good for mommy and daddy. You know, maybe they were. But were they trying to impress some elitist group of bullshit people, and the way that we dress and the way that we're clean and wearing suits and all of that? I'm like, I get corporate is a thing, and I get like careers are a thing, and you want to get like the big girl money, but like, why is the big girl money on some bullshit? I don't know. Are the jobs, like, I get that all of them are important, but there's a lot of jobs that we actually probably need way more, and we don't even have a role for them. They're not even a thing that people think about, because it's like, oh, you don't get money for it. It's like, and people like shit on artists for saying like, you want to be an artist? That's not gonna get you any money. And it's like, I get that, but also I'm like, who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you contributing? Not to like make it a Pharisee squarey thing, because it's fucking not. But when someone comes at me, I'm like, so how are you contributing to society energetically and inspirationally? It makes me want. I'm struggling, y'all. The service industry, I forgot how fucking sour it has a taste in my mouth. Because then I just start to fucking think about it. And I start thinking about where my time's going and my energy's going and how much it's fucking impacting my life and seeping into every crevice of my fucking waking reality. I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm gonna be angsty about it. No, I'm sorry. Everyone's angsty about it. And it's literally not my fault. The system is built to fucking, be like that on purpose. And I'm mad about it. And I'm allowed to be. And I know everybody else is. But with that being said, I have a fucking plan. I know you're not supposed to say that you have a plan when you have a plan. Sorry, I'm adjusting the light. But you have to be the archer. And you have to be specific about where you want to go and what you want to do and the values of life that you want to have. And you have to first realize that you have the fucking bow and arrow. And y'all can take that, in whatever metaphor you want. But you have to realize that you first have it. And you are allowed to make a choice on where you want your energy to go. So you grab the bow. You've got it in your hand, right? gotta be specific. You start squinting your eyes. You start looking around. You're starting to focus on the details of that bitch or whatever. That little gnat. Or whatever, the light. And, then you gotta fucking know that it has the power to hit the spot. The potential energy in your arm, your shoulder. You gotta reach it back. And it might be uncomfortable. You might need to take some big ass breaths. And then you have to fucking release it. And let it land where it needs to fucking land. And then you follow it. Or you get pulled by it. And yeah. I've got a fucking target. And I've got a bow and arrow. And I've got an arrow. And I know that I can pull it back and then it will hit. And now I just need to release it. But I think staying true is the hardest part. Because it's so easy to get out of focus. Especially when you're bombarded with a bunch of goddamn lights and distractions and you're like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of my head, bitch. I don't want to think about cold foam. Yeah, it's sweet and it's tasty. But like, oh my god. It ingrains into your head. But with that being said, fuck cold foam. You have to know that you have the right to choose where you want to go. And then you have to let it go. And I'm going to the fucking mountains. I'll see y'all